Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights. 3-day international conference on operations research commences. DLL organizes certificate and donation distribution function. DSW observes World Cane Day. Center for Sheikhul Alam Studies releases Alchemy of Light 2nd. And former Registrar of University, Professor Fayaz, accorded farewell. Now the details of these events with your host Ubaid Shafi. Department of Statistics, in collaboration with Operational Research Society of India, organized a 3-day international conference. The conference was organized on operations research for data analytics and decision analysis in conjunction with 46th Annual Convention of ORSI. The inaugural function was held in the Convocation Complex of the University. Head Department of Statistics, Professor Akil Ahmed, presented the welcome address.
And this conference is being hosted in conjunction with the Operational Research Society of India, the two well-established societies of the country. In this conference, we shall discuss, we shall dwell upon all those techniques which are used for making optimal decisions in our daily life, because I am of the firm belief that if you make good decisions, your life will be beautiful.
President ORSI, Professor P.R. Reddy, presented a brief profile of his institution.
The Operational Research Society of India was founded in 1957 by the initiation of Professor P.C. Mahalanobis to provide a forum for the operational research scientists as well as a venue to widen their horizon by exchange of knowledge and applications of techniques from outside the country. I am happy to inform you that Professor P.C. Mahalanobis was the first president of OR Society of India, and his birthday on June 29th has been celebrated as a National Statistics Day by Government of India. To further that end, the society is affiliated to the International Federation of Operational Research Societies. The headquarters of the society is located in Calcutta.
Former Vice President, International Federation of Operations Research Societies, Professor S.P. Mukherjee, said that to improve the overall economic development, the per capita income has to grow.
To make an enhancement in economic development, obviously national income has to grow, and for that purpose, we have to look at the units which produce goods and services, in order that they can produce better, they can produce more, and they can produce more and better with lesser and lesser use of resources and with lesser and lesser evil impact on the environment. All this poses a very difficult problem of what may be called constrained optimization. And you have to take a very liberal view of the word optimization, in the sense that we cannot speak of the possible maximum or the possible minimum for the real per capita income or the real total income of a country.
Vice Chancellor, Islamic University of Science and Technology, Professor A.R. Trag, in his address, traced the history of operations research.
The name Operations Research, or OR, was apparently invented because the team was dealing with research on military operations. The encouraging results obtained by the British OR teams quickly motivated the United States military management to start with similar activities The work of OR team was given various names in United States like operational analysis, operations evaluation, operations research, and systemic analysis, etc. Following the end of the war, the success of military teams attracted the attention of industrial managers who were seeking solutions to their complex executive type problems. The most common problem was what methods should we adopt to minimize the cost and earn more and more profit.
Addressing the delegates of the three-day conference, Vice Chancellor, University of Kashmir, Professor Talat Ahmed, said that the topics discussed in the seminar are going to prove helpful for the participants.
I am sure that the deliberations about the topics that are being discussed are going to be very relevant for the country and for the state in terms of planning and also taking full advantage of the resources that are available. That needs, we have, as Professor Mukherjee rightly said, we have lots of very good planners. The difficulty is that we don't implement things as nicely as it should have been.
Registrar Professor Zafar Ahmad Reshi proposed vote of thanks.
I wish I was knowing this subject earlier. Presumably I would have learned a lot about it and then I would have taken better decisions in my life. I can't turn basically the cloth back and then learn this subject and take better decisions. Anyway, past cannot be undone. I have to live with basically that. But those who are young boys and girls who are in this hall, they will get to learn this science basically thoroughly well and then would take decisions which they would not review in due course of time. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's a matter of great honor for all of us to be part of this inaugural function of this international conference on a topic which is very relevant.
Dr. Seema Singh conducted the proceedings of the inaugural function. Directorate of Lifelong Learning organized a certificate and donation distribution function. The function was organized for the pass-outs of Skill School Sadakadal and to donate material among the needy people. The function was held in the Gandhi Bhavan Conference Hall. Director DLL, Dr. G.H. Mir, said that more children need to be motivated to attend skill-based courses.
लेकिन अगर और भी बच्चे आ जाते हैं हमारे पास, क्योंकि हम इनके लिए तैयार हैं हर वक्त, लेकिन उनको और मोबिलाइज करना और मोटिवेशन देनी है ताकि हमारा प्रोग्राम जितने अगर 30 बच्चे एक कोर्स में आ जाते तो हमें वहाँ प्रोग्राम करना ही करना है. जितनी इनकी ज़रूरियात है, जितनी आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट, इनकी रिक्वायरमेंट्स, जितनी इनकी नीड्स हैं वो हम फुलफिल करेंगे. ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है. मैं आपसे, आप तमाम लोगों से ये गुजारिश और एक बार करता हूँ कि आप हमारी मोटिवेशन में मदद करें, लोगों को मोबिलाइज करने में मदद करें.
Registrar Professor Zafar Ahmad Rishi told participants that their feedback is important for such kind of workshops.
इसका कितना असर, मतलब हमने क्या सोचा था कि कोर्स से होगा, क्या वो वाकई हुआ कि नहीं हुआ, क्या अगर नहीं हुआ तो क्या वजूहात थे. तो अगर जो हम चाहते हैं कि इस कोर्स से कंप्यूटर टेलरिंग या कोई भी हो, इससे क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ना चाहिए कि लोकल कम्युनिटी में क्या वो पढ़ा कि नहीं पढ़ा, एक ट्रैक रखना चाहिए. जिनको हमने ट्रेनिंग दी कि क्या उन्होंने एक साल ग्रुप बनाया नहीं बनाया, जॉब मिला, कहीं अपॉइंटमेंट हुई या उनके रोजगार के साधन कैसे हुए, तो उससे ये भी एक फीडबैक मिल सकता है जो हमारे प्रोग्राम में वो ज़्यादा अच्छे बनेंगे और वह फ़ायदेमंद भी रहेंगे. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम पैसे भी बर्बाद करते हैं, आपका वक्त भी और अपना वक्त भी. ऐसा प्रोग्राम चलाएं जिससे आपको वाकई फ़ायदा हो और उसमें आपके भी अगर कुछ सुझाव हो वो भी हम ले लेंगे.
Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed said that Mir Bahari Place is a priority area for him.
जैसा कि मैंने आपको जो पहली दफा मैं आपके मोहल्ले से गुजर रहा था, मैंने रुक करके मैंने बातें की और मैंने ये गौर किया, जब मैं जाता था यहाँ से दिल्ली तो एयरपोर्ट के रास्ते जैसे ही यहाँ से निकलता था तो आपका सबसे पहले मोहल्ला आता था. और मुझे लगा कि इस एरिया को हम लोगों को ठीक से देखना चाहिए क्योंकि ये हमारे पड़ोस में है और जैसे मैंने कहा था कि भाई पड़ोसी का हक सबसे ज्यादा होता है, तो सबसे पहले आप लोगों की फिक्र हम लोगों को होनी चाहिए. और दूसरी चीज जो इम्पोर्टेंट है वो ये है कि किसी भी एरिया को तरक्की करने के लिए ये जरूरी है कि वहां पे पढ़ाया जाए, एजुकेशन लाया जाए.
Later, Vice Chancellor distributed certificates to the pass-out students. Project Officer DLL Mr. Zahoor Akram coordinated the event. On the occasion of International White Cane Day, Special Cell of Department of Students Welfare, in collaboration with Social Welfare Department, organized a day-long program. Dean Students Welfare, Professor Nilofar Khan, presented the inaugural remarks.
To solve many of the barriers that our differently abled students face at the University of Kashmir, but there are still much more barriers that we have to remove, and for that we need your kind attention and your intervention, sir. Like our transport facility, which is a long demand, is still pending. We have not been able to facilitate that so far, although many a times we at DSW have taken this issue with the university concerned section.
Coordinator Special Cell DSW Mr. Shahil Muhammad said that today is the day of people who have no colors and light in their life.
ऐसी भी दुनिया है जिसका कोई न रंग है न नस्ल है, वो दुनिया जो एक नाबीना लोग की दुनिया है, जो ना देख सकते हैं, और वो दुनिया उनकी अपनी एक ख्वाबों की दुनिया है. आज वो हम देखेंगे वो दुनिया कैसी है.
Director Social Welfare Department Mr. Farooq Ahmed Khan said that such programs are important to sensitize people about the special talent that these students possess.
Disabled persons or differently abled persons are the part of the system, are part of the society, and they have the capacities to contribute for the development of the country, for the development of the society. But no doubt, many things are said in different forums, but when it comes to coming and practically doing something, the performance so far has been disappointing.
Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed said that he is personally monitoring the difficulties that these specially abled people are facing in the campus.
जैसे ट्रांसपोर्ट फैसिलिटी, कुछ रैम्प फैसिलिटीज़ जो एग्जिस्टिंग बिल्डिंग्स में नहीं हैं, मैं पर्सनली देखूंगा कि ये जितना जल्द से जल्द हो उसे किया जाए. और मैं आपको ये भी बताने में मैं खुशी का इजहार करता हूँ कि जितनी भी यूनिवर्सिटी की नई बिल्डिंग्स हैं जो बन रही हैं, अब सब में हम लोगों ने ये प्रोविज़न रखा है कि डिफरेंटली एबल फ्रेंडली हो.
Later, specially abled students showed their talent in various categories. Assistant Dean Students Welfare Mr. Shaukat Shafi proposed vote of thanks, while Cultural Officer Mr. Shahid Ali Khan conducted the proceedings of the function. Center for Sheikhul Alam Studies released a book, Alchemy of Light II, which features Urdu and English translation of Sheikhul Alam's poetry. The book has been authored by Mr. G.N. Adfar. Chairman, Center for Sheikhul Alam Studies, Professor Bashar Bashir, presented the welcome address.
शेखुल आलम का कलाम मुख्तलिफ ज़बानों में तर्जमा होना चाहिए. हालांकि जो भी फंक्शंस हमसे हुई उसमें जो लोग बाहर के भी आ गए या यहाँ के भी, तो हम हर एक ने जब शेखुल आलम को सुना तो कहते हैं कि भाई जिन चीज़ों की तरफ आज भी हमारे मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड को, जो इल्मी दुनिया है, उसकी तरफ तवज्जो नहीं जाती है, तो शेखुल आलम रहमतुल्लाह अलैह ने 700 साल पहले इन चीज़ों पर तवज्जो की है. बल्कि ऐसी नसीहतें, ऐसे फ़िक्रे, ऐसे मकालमात उनके कलाम में मिलते हैं कि उनकी रेलेवेंस आज भी है और आने वाले वक्त में भी रहेगी.
Author of the book, Mr. Jian Adfar, praised the contribution of Sheikhul Alam.
There is a great message of the saint, Karkashas Vaske Suibozart. Means a scholar should expose the nucleus of a poppy seed. He who is able to expose the nucleus of the poppy seed, he is said to be a true scholar. So, as a nation, it is our duty to pierce our proboscis deep into the Kalam and get the nectar out of this so that we can preserve it for the future generation.
Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed said that university wants to see the work of the great Kashmiri saint propagated.
We want to see that the Kalam of Sheikhul Alam goes to international level. And one way to do this is to translate the work in different languages. And this is very important chapter in that this book, Alchemy of Light 2, the Urdu and English translation of Sheikhul Alam's poetry is being released.
Many other persons also spoke on the occasion, that included retired High Court Judge Justice B.A. Kirmani, Deputy Commissioner SRINAGAR Mr. Farooq Ahmed Shah, Dr. Aziz Hajini, Professor Hamid Naseem Rafiabadi, Mr. Ghulam Nabi Gauhar, and Mr. Mushtaqul Haq Sikandar. Former Registrar of the University and faculty member of Business and Financial Studies, Professor S. Fayaz, was given a farewell party. Dean Academic Affairs, Professor A.M. Shah, while recollecting his association with Professor Fayaz, praised his sincerity.
No doubt about it, very good teacher, very good researcher. And also, I remember the days when Commerce Department, in fact, had some difficulties because senior faculty, in fact, retired or they assumed charge in the administration when Muthu Sahab was the registrar of the university and other people. Rather, a very young Fayaz Sahab took the charge of the Department of Commerce. I remember with his younger colleagues around, they worked very hard and the department, in fact, achieved great success.
Dean Commerce and Management Studies, Professor Shabir Ahmad Bhatt, while paying his tributes, said that Professor Fayaz's role in institution building is enormous.
I personally believe at an individual level that no institution, and no, for that matter, no nation can grow overnight. There have always been people, there have always been thinkers, people who have worked hard with dedication, with sincerity, for whom institutions have been the first priority. And those are the people I think we as teachers, as their students, must learn to recognize. We must learn to appreciate the contributions of all those people.
Registrar Professor Zafar Ahmad Rishi lauded the role of former registrar.
He has completed his tenure with respect, with honor. Not only he would be drawing respect from his students, from his colleagues, from his teachers, and then he must be feeling satisfied that he has not only contributed towards teaching, towards research, he has also contributed towards the larger corporate life of the university. University would remember his services rendered by him for all times to come, and then his name would go deep in the annals of this history, and then I believe that this university would basically somehow take forward the mission that he had basically set forth for this university and also for the department.
Head Department of Business and Financial Studies praised the efforts of his former colleague in uplifting the department to newer heights.
मुझे एहसास हुआ कि फयाज साहब की शख्सियत एक मुनफरिद शख्सियत कहलाती। मैं उन चीज़ों की तरफ इशारा नहीं करूँगा जिनका बहुत पहले जिक्र हो चुका है, लेकिन मुझे लगा ये एक मजहबी आदमी थी और मुझे भी मजहब सिखाने की कोशिश की पर्सनल लेवल पर। कुछ किताबें मुझे भी दी, बल्कि कई जगहों पर दावत भी दी कि दुनिया ही काफ़ी नहीं है, बल्कि आखिरत की तरफ भी तवज्जो देना चाहिए.
Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed said that university would still engage the former registrar in money assignments.
We will always have the right to ask for his help and support to this university in terms of academics, in terms of his experience, and I am sure he is such a fine personality, he will never say no to us and always give all the support. And at the same time, I can also assure him that we will be more than happy to have him here for various occasions, and whenever there is a requirement, we will look towards him.
During the farewell party, his colleagues paid rich tribute to his contribution for the department and university in general. During the farewell, Professor Fayaz's colleagues recollected their memories with him. They wished him all the best for his future endeavors. On the occasion, Professor S. Fayaz thanked all the colleagues and university for their support.
The one thing I can say that I feel very, humbled and very happy, and because of the love and the feelings and the comments, good, nice words you have said, all of you, about me, and the gathering, the select gathering you have arranged, though it had been already done last time in that conference, which we call international conference, which was international conference, at least. There I was honored and felicitated by the Honorable Vice Chancellor and the Minister and everybody else. But then colleagues said that we need to express ourselves. It was actually because there you couldn't get that opportunity, and I am thankful for that.
With this, we come to the end of today's program. Log on to our website EMMRCKashmir.com, where you can watch the latest episodes of Quest. Send us your suggestions at our email address quest@EMMRCKashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are a few words of wisdom. Perform the acts of faith, and the faith will come.